Kia ora, I'm Isaac Aesili of Funkommunity, and I'm here to talk about my new album, Checkered Thoughts. So the story behind Checkered Thoughts is I met Rachel Fraser courtesy of Recluse a few years ago, and I was blown away by her voice. The quality of her voice was really rich, and I've always dreamed of working with a female vocalist on a project like an album. And yeah, I just really felt that I needed to work with this vocalist. I was like, man, she's amazing. So I hit up Recluse. He kind of got me in contact, emailed her. She was in Christchurch, and I went down and just met with her and asked her if she was keen to work on some tracks for my album. And the first track that we did was a track called I'm All In. And for me, it was one of the standout tracks of my album, I See. Because I really love the beat that I made, and Rachel was really feeling it, and what she brought to the beat really made the song. And I knew at that point that she was a vocalist I wanted to work with more than just on my album. So finished I See and put that out, and people were really digging that track too. And I guess we both knew that we were impressed with each other's work on that track, so it was kind of organic and natural to go and work further from there. So the creative process between Rachel Fraser and myself started quite separately, where I would make the music, write the beats, and in my own time seeing Rachel in MP3 a few beats, and then she would tell me which ones she's feeling, and once she was ready she'd come into the studio and I would record her vocals over the beat. That was the initial stages, and the initial stages was a lot of conceptualization. I'm a really big fan of thinking things through. I guess sometimes I overthink, but especially before I make a track, I really like to have a vibe, a theme, a subject matter, some colors or some visuals to just inspire me at first. And yeah, initially we were doing a lot of talking and not much actual music making, but as time progressed, we sent each other YouTube links of what we were feeling, got to know each other a little bit more, and then it became easier for us to kind of express our thoughts openly, you know, and also for us to criticize each other, which is quite important. Once we got to a stage where we felt like we were completely open and honest with each other, which is a really unique stage with any artist that you're collaborating with, we kind of like just started firing, and we'd only done a few tracks, I guess 6 months into making the album, but the next 6 months after that, the rest of the album just fell into place, and it was because we were able to just freely do and say what we wanted to, and it was less me just making the music and Rachel doing the vocals, although that was the basis for all of the tracks. As time went on, there was more of Rachel telling me what she wanted to hear in the music, and there was more of me collaborating with her while we were laying down the vocals, in terms of try this harmony, or how about we change this lyric to this. So yeah, we really got to the full collaborative stage about 6 months into the album making.
Right. How long were you making the album?
I guess it took a year to a year and a half in completion, but yeah, the initial stages were very dry in terms of any music making, but we definitely managed to find a place where things got firing, and now we want to just keep going. Even though we finished the album, we want to keep making music, because yeah, we're in a good click now. After the completion of Checkered Thoughts, this is the first album that I ever felt was complete in terms of emotionally, creatively, the hours that I spent on it, what Rachel brought, what the session musicians brought, everything felt completed. Whereas my first solo album, I See, and the Karl Marx project, there was some feelings of could have done a little bit more on this or that track. So this is the first album I was 100% happy with, you know. And, you know, it always takes that time to, like, get your producer's ears off and just listen to it. But straight away, the first time I listened to it, I was like, yeah, awesome, we did a good job. And I guess Rachel was feeling the same, because we both came to the conclusion that this is not just a one-off. It's something that we want to have ongoing, and something that we want to work on long-term. Hence why we didn't make it Rachel Fraser featuring Isaac Aesili or Isaac Aesili featuring Rachel Fraser. It was something that we wanted to start as a new entity and keep going. So yeah, we came up with Funkommunity, and in the long term, yeah, this is definitely a dream come true for me, working with Rachel Fraser, and I think she's got enough talent to be internationally renowned, and I would love to be the producer to provide that platform for Rachel and keep working with her. And we have the band now, which is going really well, so hopefully this is something that will come in summertime. It's coming up, and Funkommunity is hitting the road. We want to play as many shows as we can. We're down to play all the festivals that we can, and so far we've got lined up Farmageddon, the Bloom Festival in Matakana. We're doing a New Year's Eve party at Le Somo, and fingers crossed we're going to be on the lineup for Splore, but that's not confirmed yet. But I'm just plugging that so that John, you can recognize, because we need to be there. Erica Badu's going to be there, and yeah, we're keen to play as many shows as possible this summer, so looking forward to that. Internationally, Chica Thoughts is coming out on Melting Pot Music, based in Cologne, Germany, in February next year, and it's also coming out on Wonderful Noise in Japan. And this is us, Funkommunity, Chica Thoughts. Check it out. Peace and love.